So to my surprise, the darkest isekai ending you could ask for did happen, even if momentarily, to then transition to the happiest isekai ending, to then finish off on a bittersweet isekai ending. So no matter what type you wanted, you kind of got it all for at least a brief moment. Now Natsuko does end up going back home, so there is that bittersweet they had to say goodbye. The ending teases, her looking that way. Did she actually see the real Luke? Did he come to get her? It's open for speculation and interpretation, of course. But his declaration that he'll find a way to come to the kingdom of reality. To be honest, it's a season 2. Like, you could do a season 2, like, with that, or an OVA, or a movie. There's a lot of ways you could, or you could leave it here, and I think it works, because you restore everything after killing everyone. Like, that's not an exaggeration. Like, everyone got disintegrated. Luckily, she finished her last Luke drawing in order to get the W. But yeah, like, you end up with, like, the end of the normal movie where everything gets obliterated, but because they destroy the ultimate void, the soul future can restart and begin anew, right? So it's a little different, but, even the OG companions are back from the dead. It's a very hopeful and optimistic ending, but unfortunately, sometimes first loves are also just first loves. They're not first and last loves. So, they do have to part ways. I was very satisfied with this. The only thing I got right, which was my immediate prediction early on, like within the first couple of episodes, was that she would go back home, and because of her experiences here, she would finish her movie, which she does, and apparently does very well. But, the only criticisms I would have is that I kind of wish it was a 13-episode show, because I think with a 13th episode, you could have had pure epilogue of her working on that movie, and, potentially even tying together, did he come see her? But for 12 episodes, I think they've done better than most anime original stories have done in recent memory. This was fantastic, and probably gonna be one of the best, if not the best, isekai of the year, if you ask me, in terms of new entries to this department. Well, support my work, though. See my full thoughts on these episodes. Of course, we got the Patreon, full and cut live reactions over there exclusively. So, I wasn't sure what she would draw. Went completely over my mind. What is the thing she knows the best? Luke. Of course she would draw an army of Lukes. See, the show was very hard to predict at the end, because when she's like, oh, okay, I'll draw Luke, and then you see that the old cultist members, they rebuilt QJ. I'm not sure what the hell QJ can do, so I'm thinking, oh wait, this would make sense. It seems like her Lukes are struggling to get close enough to attack, right? So if that's the case, we need to stun Void Luke, the ultimate Void. And what better way to stun him than QJ popping up in front of his Evangelion face and him stalling? And if he stalled, drawing Luke can come in, save the day. That's where I'm thinking it's gonna go. Nope. QJ's a light bulb. And at face value, saying that kind of seems underwhelming. But when you see it in, execution, it works quite well. She's drawing literally in pitch black. Of course, she's saying she can draw, she knows him by heart, but she wasn't going to finish that drawing successfully. QJ coming in, shining the light, you promised a happy ending, you bet your sweet ass I did, as literally the biggest jump scare pops up. And as she's disintegrating, as they're all disintegrating, just her slamming it down. And I love that the most powerful Luke was shirtless Luke. That says it all about her love. That when her man's shirtless, that's when his real power comes out. And I thought that was glorious. And honestly, initially when Justice died, I was like, okay, I saw that coming. I even said last week, if there was a character with a death flag, Justice would die. You could kill Justice without completely breaking Luke coming back from this. But I think if you're gonna remove Luke's true love, you have to have everything else in his life be peaceful. You do, right? Like, there's no way he destroys 95% of the town. Like, initially when the bomb goes off, that had to have killed 30%. And then he starts doing unlimited blade works and skewering foot. Like, there's no way you come out of that and the town's like, it's okay, Luke. We all make mistakes. See, I kind of thought they were still going to do that just because they saw the drawing Luke, so then Luke could just pretend like he never did the chaos. But having everything restored, yeah, I mean, we had a bit of a temper tantrum. It's fine, bro. We all said things we regret. Like, the final minute of the episode, or final 2 minutes, it's pretty fast paced. I'm not going to deny that. Once she starts disintegrating and going into that, I think even just an extra 5 minutes would have been perfect. But I can't deny that it does get the job done, even if I think the final few minutes are fast paced. And honestly, seeing Natsuko wear Yunyo's horn still in her hair, she's no longer covering her face, she's very supportive of her teammates. The only thing I would have liked more is for her to say, hey, director, don't give me whatever food you have there. You killed me once. I don't need to do this. But at the end of the day, it was a very effective ending. And I like the fact that they give you the dark by disintegrating everyone and the world. They then give you the hopeful by restoring everyone to then tie it together with the bittersweet of you have to say goodbye. They both said I love you. They missed the kiss. They should have done it's a missed opportunity not having them embrace kiss as she dissolves. Come on. Come on. But in general, I mean, I didn't think there was going to be a way to stop this without the OG creator agreeing, because I was like, oh, it's her world. But I guess when you've reached the ending of the film, if you still surpass the ending of the film and change the course, I guess there's nothing she can really do. She was absolutely a hater. She was like, don't get caught up in your nice endings, or which is like, okay, listen. I love dark endings. If they would have ended with everyone just dead in the show, I still would have loved the show. I'm a sick bastard. I love it. But at the end of the day, like, I think given that what they wanted for Natsuko's story, which was understanding love so she could go back home and finish her film, this is the appropriate outcome. And, you know, it's open for interpretation. If they never touch this show again, did she turn around because Luke really was there? It's up if you want it to be. It can be like that. If you don't want it to be, that she's always, you know, she has to face the kingdom of reality, she can do that. These types of endings are meant for you to fill in the gaps in the way you want, unless there's an OVA or a sequel to say otherwise. I loved this from the start. I expected great things, but I wasn't expecting masterpiece, at least to this degree. I truly think in a decade's time, Zenshu will still be talked about. I think Mappa believed in this project, but I don't think Mappa realized just how much this show would blow up. And that's why I'm also not going to be surprised if we get an OVA or a sequel. But if it's left here, I think it's incredibly satisfying. It gives you the dark, gives you the happy, and then ends on a bittersweet love story. And to be honest, I'm going to be thinking about this one for a long time. If they release an English Blu-ray for this one, I will absolutely purchase it. I would love to add this to my collection. Let me know your thoughts and feelings down below, whether if you're isekai trash who watch it all, like myself, or if you're kind of neutral on isekai but gave this one a shot. What did you think of the finale and the show overall? Let me know. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around here, of course ring that bell, and like I mentioned, we got those full live reactions over on Patreon, and hey, while you're over there, I'll also give you a video shout out. Alright, so today we got Claire, A, Edvar, Golden Angel, 1517, Ulcerin, Ashura, Thrilled Axis, 709, Proof Space, SW Me, and we also have Nanodog, so I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care, you all have a good one.